In this video, I will show you how two Ukrainian fighters repelled an attack and captured a Russian assault group. Two Ukrainian soldiers are in this building. Near two Russian soldiers appear, followed by three more. The Ukrainian soldiers are right here, while the Russians start to flank them. The distance is minimal. The Russian machine gunner opens fire, but a grenade is immediately thrown in his direction. Then the Russians started to go around to the other side. One Russian opened fire, and the Ukrainians returned fire as well. Ukrainian kamikaze drone pilots arrive on the battlefield and begin to cover Ukrainian soldiers. This marks the end of the assault. Some Russians were neutralized, while others scattered in different directions. The machine gunner fled, and the other two ran to hide in the basement. Another Russian soldier moved forward, but he was immediately caught by kamikaze drones. After this, the Ukrainian soldiers received the command that they could move out and take action. They stepped out, checked the cellar where the two Russians were hiding, and found that they no longer wanted to fight and were surrendering successfully. The assault was repelled. And this is the Kursk Safari. One drone flies toward the Russian, but nothing happens when it collides. But another kamikaze drone pilot corrected the situation and the munition detonated. Russian soldiers in the middle of an open field are very easy targets. This soldier tried to shoot down the drone with his assault rifle, but his attempt was unsuccessful. Another Russian soldier was hiding behind the trunk of a tree. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, the Russians have resumed their offensive actions. Occasionally, Russian assault groups appear on armored personnel carriers, but Ukrainian drone pilots constantly keep them on edge, attacking at the most unexpected moments. The Russian assault group has been hit by a mine and is forced to abandon the armored personnel carrier, but the drone pilot is already here and ready to strike. The pilot launches a strike, but it is unsuccessful. Then another kamikaze drone is sent in to launch another strike. Another hit is successful, and the armored personnel carrier catches fire. After the armored personnel carrier is destroyed, the safari on Russian soldiers continues. A Russian soldier tries to hide between the branches to prevent the drone from reaching him, and then throws his jacket at it. And this video was shot by a Russian soldier as a HIMARS missile hits a Russian self-propelled air defense system, SA-22 Greyhound. As a result of the hit, the SA-22 Greyhound was completely destroyed. And here, a Ukrainian drone pilot spots a Russian assault group and launches a targeted strike. Other Russians hiding in a dugout were discovered and attacked by drone pilots. After several hits, they signaled that they were ready to surrender. The drone operator led them to the location of the Ukrainian military, where they were successfully received. These Russian assault troops modified their vehicle by welding additional metal mesh to the side panels for protection against drones, but it didn't help them. This Russian offensive on March 10th in the Donetsk region, involving armored personnel carriers and tanks, was a failure. Ukrainian drone pilots began attacking the Russian convoy before the Russians even reached the front line. The vehicles were destroyed and the tanks were burned. Thank you, friends, for your trust and continued support of the Ukrainian defenders. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. This material was prepared by Hustler. See you soon.